So we have another update on Zinchenko from Fabrizio Romano. We definitely love it when you get the updates as quickly as possible. That is what we love about transfer windows. Fabrizio Romano says Arsenal and Manchester City have reached an agreement for Zinchenko in the morning. 30 million fee. We talked about that earlier on today. No doubt it's done between the clubs. Negotiations ongoing on player side for personal terms and salary details. Then it will be completed. So this is the kind of deal we want. I'm really, really impressed by how we've moved quickly with this, and just like Fabio Vieira, like Thursday, Arsenal are interested in Zinchenko. Friday, Arsenal are in talks with Man City for Zinchenko. On Saturday, deal agreed. Sunday, hopefully, and Monday, medical. And by next week, we hear about the announcement. We need to get a deal like this one done as quickly as possible before the start of the season. Get him in. Obviously, we won't be there for the Everton game, but if it gets done by Monday, I'm pretty sure we'll fly to USA and be ready for the Chelsea and the Orlando City games and Sevilla. That's very early. That's like 3 games they can still get in preseason, which is super exciting. Obviously, he mentions the 30 million fee. We talked about that, and we say that is very, very good business with Man City. Getting players from Man City, I had to say, we have to be honest, any players coming from Man City it's an upgrade on us, and he can definitely add something. Someone who's that versatile, that is the kind of player we've been trying to get in the last 2 years, from Ben White, from Tomiyasu. We already have the likes of Saka, Smith Rowe, Martinelli, who can cover a lot of positions. It definitely helps in terms of being unpredictable when you're playing against different opponents. They never know. You might start with Saka today on the left. You might start with Saka as a false 9. Tomorrow you might play Tomiyasu as centre back. Tomorrow you might start with the back 5 and have Holding and White and Saliba. You just never know. And Zinchenko is the same. You might start a game today and Zinchenko is at fullback. You might start a game, Zinchenko is in midfield. That is something that we definitely need to bounce on. Any players who are versatile and good enough and Premier League experience like Zinchenko, we are not complaining. He also goes on to say negotiations ongoing on player side for personal terms and salary details. I wouldn't expect that to be so hard unless we give him 80,000 a week and he wants 250,000, then that is a disagreement. But usually it never gets to this stage and then it fails. There is no chance you would agree a fee with a team. You agree personal terms with the agent, and then on the final step where maybe it's just a couple of personal terms like telling him which position he's going to play, you fail on that. I don't think so. So it's salary, also how many years is going to be at Arsenal. That's part of the personal terms as well. And I'm hearing about the position. I'm hearing they're actually discussing about which position he's going to play. I don't think we'll hear about it as fans, but you'll obviously see it during preseason and when the season starts. Personally, I'm expecting him to play half of the games. Now, I've already done a video talking about how we fit in at Arsenal. There's 6 different positions he will play. The link will be in the description, and I'll also link it up in the at the last part of the video, the end screen. So very, very exciting. 6 different positions. As I was doing that video, I was like, wow, this is a very, very good buy. It's basically like Cancelo. Even Cancelo at Man City is the same. He can play as a left back, right back, but Zinchenko in terms of attacking, this is a guy who plays in attack as an attacking midfielder, central midfielder for Ukraine. He's not a stranger to those positions. And I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think he's going to replace Tierney, or do you think he's going to replace Xhaka, or do you think he's going to be a bench player? It could be any. It could really be any. So Fabrizio Romano says then it will be completed. So according to him, no doubt it's done between the 2 clubs. Next, we're just waiting for here we go from him, and it should be tomorrow. Really, this deal has moved very, very quickly. Now, I'm not sure if they had this deal, like working on this deal as we were working on Lisandro Martinez as well, or since we lost out on Lisandro Martinez, they decided to go for Zinchenko, because this was the first left back that we are linked to at the beginning of the transfer window, Oleksandr Zinchenko, and then it went quiet. We decided to go for Jesus, and then we were linked to Aaron Hickey, Lisandro Martinez, and then all of a sudden we've gone back for him, and I'm very, very happy with this one. Premier League experience, right age. His age is perfect. 25 years of age, about to turn 26 at the end of the year. He's heading into his prime. You can get a solid 5 years from him when he gets to around 31. You've already gotten 5 years from him. And he comes in and adapts. I think he will definitely adapt to Arsenal, mostly because he's worked with the manager before, Mikel Arteta. I think that will not be hard, and that's why I expect the personal terms to be easier to do. So fitting in terms of working with the manager, no problem. Also, he's played in the league before. I don't know how it would have been with someone like Alessandro Martinez. I'm very interested to see how he does at Man United, because any player coming from outside, it's not easy. It's a different league, different tactics from managers. I mean, it's totally different. Italy league, like 10 years ago, 20 years ago, Italian league was all about defense. So if you go there, if you're used to scoring hat tricks in the La Liga, if you go to the Serie A, you're not sure if you're going to score hat tricks because you came across Maldini, Cannavaro, and those kind of guys. Different tactics. And these days it's the same. You're going to play against different managers. In Italy, you're playing against the likes of Jose Mourinho. Over in Spain, you're playing against the Ancelottis of this world. In England, you're up against Thomas Tuchel. You're up against Pep Guardiola, up against Klopp. All those guys. Different tactics, different league. And this is the most physical league, as we know. People are not going to play around with you. When you come across midfielders like Fabinho and Didi, N'Golo Conte, you're going to be thrown away very, very easily. And Zinchenko is not that kind of player. He's been playing in the Premier League. He's used to the physicality of the Premier League. He's been here. He was signed, I think, in 2016 and then loaned out. And then I think he came back like in 2017. He's been there. He's worked under Guardiola. He's worked with players like Cancelo and Walker at fullback. He's worked with very, very good manager. He's been around players like De Bruyne, the leadership qualities, everything. He's worked with, I think Company was there before he left, Vincent Company at Man City. I mean, that is very, very good working with those kind of guys. It can only add experience to Arsenal. There's a lot. We can talk about 10 things it can add to Arsenal, maybe even 20. And I'm really sure he's going to do it right away. I cannot wait for him to get started in preseason. This is why you need to get your players in as early as possible. This is now the fourth signing, right? After Fabio Vieira, after Gabriel Jesus, Marquinhos, and I'm expecting more. We are expecting more. Personally, for me, this is better than Lisandro Martinez because of the Premier League experience. I hope he does better. Obviously, I think he will do better. The very super exciting signing. Now, from the live stream I did earlier, 90% of you said really excited with this signing. From the 90%, like 80% of them were over the moon about signing Zinchenko. There was only a couple of comments about not being happy with Zinchenko, but I do not agree. Very experienced, captain his country. What can go wrong, surely? What can go wrong? I don't think there's anything can go wrong. So one more time from Fabrizio Romano. Arsenal and Man City have reached an agreement for Zinchenko in the morning. 30 million fee. No doubt it's done between the two clubs. The only thing remaining is negotiations ongoing on player side for personal terms and salary details. I'm really looking forward to hearing how much is going to be paid per week, because we all know what happened with Ozil and Aubameyang and the money we were paying the likes of Lacazette and Pepe, too much money. Jesus came in. I think Jesus is the highest paid player at Arsenal right now. Will Zinchenko be the second highest paid player? Will he be the third best player? Will he be in the top 10? We are about to renew the contracts of the likes of Saka. Saka is he's paid little money, same with Smith Rowe. These are the kind of players who deserve it. After you sell Torreira, Bellerin, maybe Pepe, then all that money goes to players like this who deserve it, the likes of Saka, and then new deals like players like Zinchenko. But a player from Man City, am I happy about that? 100%. So I just did a video talking about the positions that Zinchenko can play for Mikel Arteta and can fit in at Arsenal for Mikel Arteta. The kind of roles, 6 different positions he can play. So in case you haven't watched it yet, click on the video on screen and I'll catch up with you guys on the next one.